Alrighty, welcome back. I'm Azradad. This is Grounded. I'm doing this video because this is the way we're gonna do it. I'm no good at time lapses, but I've been building. We're gonna start at the bottom. We're gonna start at the bottom because that's what I need to do. S. I didn't slow down fast enough. Oh hey, I did manage to stop enough not to kill myself.
I think nice and clean.
I've been surviving on nectar. Because if you go right there at night, there's just in the evening, like there's always almost an unlimited supply of nectar down there, just chilling. And it's fantastic. I mean, it's not unlimited supply. Like every day there happens to be like 9 or 10 or whatever, and it's just slightly more than what I consume in a day. As you can see, I've been building. Lots of these. I have the other down over there, where it used to come from the base. Still does. It goes over there. It comes down to the back side of this. I had to build this little structure, because if I didn't, dropping anything down the zip line caused it to go poing off into the distance. And I lost like 2 full pallets of stems that way, and I just can't afford that. It takes too long for stems to regrow. I didn't get these last night, so they're here today, but, you know, nectar. Unlike aphid honeydew, it doesn't have any healing properties. But it does fill words. It does fill your hunger and thirst bar, so. And yeah, I know, we have the hog bite. We don't ever have to eat again, right? No. Hogbite works great when you don't need something like, you know, the intern badge to carry stuff. I believe in the end of the last video, this is a day that doesn't count either, just like all the other days that I've been doing this. 4 real world days worth of time. Was that? Okay. That was leaves. I thought the koi was... Ugh. I'm still no good at running with all the extra... Like I have this on instead of... And that on. And I'm using the Explorer. But we were over here. Seriously. Over in this area somewhere, and I had built a floaty buoyant platform right there. That didn't line up with what I wanted. What I wanted was I want one right there, one right there, and one right there. So let's go grab 4 pieces of grass real quick, because it's driving me nuts that this isn't finished. Oh, and I picked up 2 scabs. I don't remember which ones they are. I do know one of them was in that can. And I couldn't see it. That's the only reason I picked it up. Because it was beeping, and I was jumping on top of it. I looked forever because it wouldn't shut up. I wanted to at least be able to identify it, where it was.
Hey,
and that way when I started again, I'd be able to see it. Or I'd be able to show it. But I was inside the can. There was no little green. I got on top of the can. There was no little green. Water, there was no little green. The deeper I went, it disappeared. It was definitely in the can. And so I just got inside the can and I started just pressing E. Just like I was gonna get it. I was done with it. Pop-ups. Anyway, that's how that worked. And there was another one right over here. I believe out on that. And I was standing on it. Like, I knew it was there, but I was trying to avoid it. But I was standing on it because I had fallen off my tower and lost all of my things. All of my weed stems because I'd fallen off my tower. And this wasn't as, you know, developed. But when I fell off, they floated over here. They floated over this way, and I was like, just Ian to get them all picked up because it was a pain in the butt. Then I had to yurt them back over that way. Oh no, it wasn't falling off the tower. I've done that too. It was those ones. I had cut down all the other stems in my area, and I needed more stems because I had just decided to put the walls up. I was about even with that branch when I decided to put the walls up, because it was causing me issues. Like the anxiety of trying to run up that. We'll show you in a second. It was causing me anxiety issues, and I couldn't do it. So I finally put walls up. I did learn that we could have totally avoided buoyant foundations altogether, because I gotta take one of them off. I'm too fast from, and I don't know how. Adjust. Let's have that for now. That'll slow me down a little bit. Ugh. Running up and down the stairs, I need it. But on these half slabs, I'm just not cut out for it. Anyway, so some of these lily pads. Ooh, was it on? I'm fairly certain it was on that one, not this one. All I know is I had cut down weed stems. They fell in the water. I wasn't losing them because I was already out in my area, and that wasn't happening. But I was just doing this spot over here for grass, and the weed stems that were close, and then that section in the middle for weed stems, and it was just like, no, it was just too much. So, and this is the third one over here. Now, when I get the towers built, because I'm going to build the 3 towers, I will probably delete this walkway. But it's going to be a pain, because some of them have attached to leaves or dandelions. Lilies. And I'll have to go through break them individually. It wasn't. Yeah, it's annoying. Alright. But this is your standard, I was going to use spiral staircases to do it, because I thought that would just be cool. And then I looked at the acorn cost, and that being the only source of acorns, and the fact that it would take days. Just days. And I wasn't down. So I did these. And for the longest time, I didn't have these sides on. So running up this thing was terrible. And I thought about it after about, I don't know, somewhere about the same height as that tree branch, or the first leaf. The first time you have to run through a leaf, which was what let me know the tree wasn't real. Get to the top real quick. I might say real quick, but I haven't even gotten to the zip lines yet. They're nowhere near the top where my base is going to be. Mainly because I haven't gotten to where my base is going to be. I'm still in the process of trying to get all the way to the top. Because I want my base to be a full round, or however, because like as you can see, 1, 2, 3 levels. Full circles. One of them's larger, the pad. I think it was that one. It might be this one. Yeah, okay, so that one I did farther out. Because, like, coming up on this one from down there, you hit. And I had this one initially pointed down to that one, but I changed it to that one, because this one was a pain to get on, and I kept falling. Anyway, I did put a sleeping place up here, because, once I've harvested everything I can harvest, stacked everything up here as far as I could stack it, used it, and if it was night, sleep until morning, and that gives me a little free time. So right around here, about the time you run through your first leaf, yeah, it's this one. That's the first time you run through your leaf is when you figure out that the tree's not real. And that's when I had the first time I had the idea of, I should just make one of those jump ladders. That are so popular. And I looked up how to do it, and at that point it would have taken tearing down the whole thing and starting over, and I wasn't doing it. And yeah, I could have gone from there, but quite honestly, who cares? Because I'm gonna have zip lines from the top too, from wherever my base is. Those are gonna be the ones that go to the farthest distance. This is where we're at. We're about even with that. And I'm making this one specifically because I saw Cade go ahead and make his way over there. And I was upset because I was almost there. But it's just this. And lots of this. And this is what I've been doing for days now. Slowly working my way to the top. I'm hoping to run out of, which I will. I will absolutely run out of nonsense really soon. Even though it says like I have 124, I did the math. That's what it takes to make one flight. It takes almost 6 full pallets of grass and 4 full pallets of stems. I did finally get smart and build multiple pallets, because I was just building one pallet and moving it back and forth while carrying 15 more. And that was not the most efficient use of my time. You know what I'm saying? So I decided I'll make enough. Is the bee going over to the hive? I mean, because I saw it, but I also saw that when Cade went over there, it's just a little thing. You can't. I mean, you can stand inside it, but there's nothing to it. Hopefully, they bring it back as something that's, That was weird. Let's try this again. Thanks. Hopefully, they put it back in one of the future updates, because it would be cool to go fight the bee queen. That'd be an aerial combat. An aerial combat type thing. That would be cool. I think I've started glitching it actually. It doesn't like my structure being this high. If you'll notice, I finished the been a couple of days now. Firefly, I think is what it was. The Firefly quest, kill quest. It's finished because the Firefly just froze in midair and just sat there making a bunch of noise, and it was annoying. And like, it was there during the day, it was there during the night, it didn't matter. So I killed it, and I finished my quest because I didn't realize I was already at 4. I didn't try reloading. Reloading probably would have fixed the issue. I didn't have to necessarily kill it, but reloading takes way longer than just shooting with 4 arrows. Especially because it only takes 3. Oh, good lord, this takes forever. This is what I've been doing. Okay. Weird. Like I said, weird things been happening. Like that thing wanting to continuously stick directly on top of my head. That's not a new sensation. But eventually I have a platform. Oh, from this even higher space, there's almost nothing I can zip to. Although the tree doesn't exist. So until the tree exists, I can go ahead and zip to anywhere down there. And I've decided I'm going to do like the central area, which will be off this platform, is the only one that's going this high. The rest of them are only going to that. Well, I can't show you. The height of the words zip lines down there. The other two towers are only going to be that tall. And from up here, at our base, I'm thinking about the only zip lines being down to either of each of those. And then we'll have the ones that are down at that lower level to do our zipping around to everything. It is super fun to zip straight down though and almost die. Like if I don't... So am I actually out of weed stems? Or am I just too high? I'm too high. And I'm out of weed stems. Because it's 80 weed stems to make one full round. I think there's 1, 2. Huh. That should be where my next platform's going to be. So that's 1. This is 2. This one's 3. So I shouldn't be able to reach... I mean, I went the wrong way, but also it's what I needed to know. Yeah, for some reason it was letting me go up higher than it. I should have been cut off here. I shouldn't have been able to do that one. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it just means I have to do this. Don't care. And we go with flats. It's time for another platform. Oh hey, which I've accounted for. Thanks. I have made the mistake of taking that triangle piece out before doing all of the rest of this loop. I don't need to do the whole loop in order to pull the triangle out. I do have to do at least those over there. Otherwise... Perfect. And now we go down and we pick up anything that managed to land on the tower. Sometimes it's really easy to find, and sometimes it's not. And now we take these downstairs. Oops. Ouch. And we put them in here. And we break them because if... Ugh. If we do it outside of here, we lose... That threw it way up there. That was dumb. See what I'm talking about? We lose some of the materials needed to make them. And then I have to go back to the house to get more materials. And that's annoying. And so this has been what I've been doing. It takes about a day to make one floor. Mainly, so I had a lot less of this, excuse me, when I was just doing one of them, because then I just carry it down, and it was fine. I didn't have to rebuild them when I got down to the bottom. I was just carrying the one over and over and over again, though. And that meant having to go out and chop grass and blah, blah, blah. And it just became easier if I just fill the proper number of pallets and bring them to the top. I don't have to worry about it. The thing is, I don't know what the build height is. I haven't bothered to look it up. I've got to be getting close, though, right? I mean, I'm already looking at this stuff that doesn't exist. Like the bland neighborhood around my house. Although I don't know necessarily. I would assume then that Pete is not actually related to the doctor. Tully. William Tully. Again, something I haven't bothered to look up, because why would I? This is what I've been doing. This is what's been taking up all of my days. I'm still a month ahead on recordings for this particular game. And still a few weeks ahead, or a week ahead on Stardew. So I had to record some more of those to keep that week ahead. But this is the mindless monotony I've been doing. And it's the reason I can't do time lapse. I can't wrap my brain around on how to get it to work. I can't wrap my non-functioning executive planning or executive functions, whatever they are, to just look it up instead of continuing this nonsense. Because I don't know. It could be bugged. It could cause it to crash when I get to game height. I don't know. And this could be a known thing. And it could brick my save. I guess I should make a backup of my save. And one more. Come on, pick it up. Thank you. That's why this takes so long. I don't even get a platform a day. Because moving all of these down, although since we now have that platform up there, I don't know why I didn't bring one down to break it up as I went, but we are now ready to move this up a floor. Gotta have the little box, because I was breaking them without the little box and things would roll off and disappear. Sometimes they made it all the way to the water, sometimes they didn't. And quite honestly, there was no telling what. Oh, come on. Get over there. Thanks. Thanks. Now at least you don't have to run them down the floor. It makes it a little faster. But I mean, as you can see, oh my lord, getting these to line up directly on the little curls is a pain. It's so monotonous to pick these things up. There really needs to be a collect all button. Or, here's a crazy idea. Since the stuff can go into my inventory, or come out of my inventory while I'm crafting it, why doesn't it just go back to my inventory? I mean, I could see like it throwing off anything that was beyond what your inventory could hold. Like, that makes sense. But just to not at all. And especially even worse to just go boing, and let's throw everything up in the air. And then try to pick up these tiny little... It's not something I've been ranting to myself about for days. Not at all. Alright, and then so... Now we drop. We drop a long way. And then right here at these leaves, because that gets us here. We need to go home because my dandelion tuft. No, let's go over here first. And make the...
This is moderately terrifying!
Still such a pain. As soon as you see it, you gotta turn around. Because if you don't, pain. And now I need... six of these. And you know what? I did it again and I wasn't supposed to. I'm not supposed to break down the stem pallets are up there. Because the fastest way to get everything back to the top obviously I'm gonna have to go back to the house and get some more stuff. If I can find 2 pebbles right now, that'd be cool. No, I'll just go back to the house and get it. Up. No, up. Seriously? Why am I having an issue with this right now? Thanks.
Thanks for the light, Mr. Firefly.
Seriously, dude? Not a single pebble over here. Oh well. Of course, I had to have the grass platform to jump up from that side. Maybe you can not hit me this time. Would that be cool? You guys just leave me alone? I will kill you. It's not an issue. And then up. And it's slow going up from the bottom, which is why I want to kind of do like some staggers, so I don't have to try to climb quite as hard. If they give me that second aphid that I keep hear Kate asking for. Keep here? Keep hearing? Yeah, my English is great today. I'm so tired. Almost there. And then we zip down over to there. And there's a different reason you gotta make sure you turn around to go down that way. Stop. And yeah, I could have made the platform to land on there from those a little higher, or I could have even stuck those like on a wall and stuck it up higher. Didn't. Not fixing it. It's the way I like it. As soon as we see the platform, we turn around. Otherwise, we go flying off the other end. Out into the dark. And that's just not what we're trying to do right now. I found another scab that I didn't pick up. Or maybe I did. Honestly, at this point, I don't remember. Let's dump everything out. Sort the stuff. Nope. I moved you over here. Because it was annoying. No. You one's already broken. Part way. Ain't no wolf spider I had today. Haven't faced one of those in a while. And it's been almost a video. But I just wanted to kind of like, because I'm not going to do a time lapse. I'm just not. I'll figure out how to do it for the next season of like Stardew Valley or whatever. But as far as this episode of Grounded goes, or this season of not episode of Stardew Valley, season. As far as this season of Grounded goes, it's being done this way. And so I'll build more. Because we are getting fairly close to like the absolute end game. And I'm not a real big replayer. Like the only thing I've ever really replayed on a serious level. Final Fantasy VII. Maybe Final Fantasy Tactics, but only because I've never managed to finish it. I've tried really hard to finish that game. But because I'm the kind of person I am, that requires I complete everything. Everybody has every job. And everybody has every job maxed out. And it just makes it near impossible. At some point in time, once I move these over to the other location, which doesn't even exist yet. I don't even have the locations yet, so I can't move over. Though it will be that center pillar. Alright. I'll get home, I'll sleep, and it'll be in the video. And that just like normal, it's a day. I just wanted to show what I've been doing. I can't really show the process other than what I did that little bit at the top because I'm not time-lapsey, I'm not edity. Good, I'm so tired. It's raining? No, my phone. My watch is being weird. There we go. I must have picked y'all up recently. I had to move one of those because I kept landing in it, and it was preventing me from being able to go up, which was just annoying. The kid's got to have some grip though, because me personally, I would never have made it. Now, I know, as with my current mental state, if I were one of these kids, I would not be trying to get big again. I would be trying to make the most of this backyard living situation, because I don't know about you, but I don't have superpowers. This kid most certainly does. Anyway, that was that. If you liked it, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know. If you have ideas, let me know. Though, by the time this comes out, you know, I'm a month ahead. So by the time this comes out, I will have already finished. But if you have ideas for other stuff, you know, if you want me to play a different game, that sort of thing, go ahead and let me know. And we'll see what I can do. And if you subscribe so that we can continue making this channel a little bigger, growing our community, that whole fun stuff, that would be super fantastic. And we'll catch you next time.